Angela. Welcome to another edition of Tiny Home Simple Life. Today I am going to button up that vent on the top of the roof now that I have some new screws, and I'm going to try to take apart the bottom of the skin that has been giving me a little bit of a hassle, and we're going to see what else I can tackle today. Alright, so let's get started, and be sure to like and subscribe to help spread the word about the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, let's get down to it. So, I am using self-drilling hex washers, and these are number 8 and 3/4 of an inch, which is what was in here before. So I figured that's probably my best bet. So I'm going to do the same thing as what was here before, and I'm going to get this thing tightened up. I'm sure it will help having a power tool this time. Doing it without a power tool, not good. So here we go. Oh, they go right in. The butyl tape is underneath the frame of this vent, keeping it secure and providing a better seal. Holes in here. But this is going to make short work of it. And then that will be one less thing that needs to be done. And it'll be something that's completed. And completed is always a good thing. And just like that, the roof vent is done. One thing that I want to do, just to be on the safe side up here, and I will probably redo it in the spring, much as that seems really counterproductive, is I also have this Butyl waterproof tape that's almost like metallic. And I am going to do all of the seals on this roof. I think there might be three seals on the roof. And if I have enough left, I'm going to do one all the way around here, just to be on the safe side. And I want to get all the last bit of this black putty stuff up, which is no small task. It's not actually much easier with the 5-in-1 than it was with the screwdriver, believe it or not, which is pretty darn sad. So whatever this stuff is, if you know what it might be, let me know in the comments, and everyone else can know what not to use on their roof that way, because this stuff is awful to get off. And I have no idea what it is. I imagine it's some sort of, maybe a rubber roof thing, something along those lines, but I'm not sure. But get enough off of here just so that I can get this seal taped up and I'm going to try to make sure this roof is watertight so that I don't have any more leaks, because leaks are bad. And they cause so much damage. And I really don't want to reframe the entire trailer. So this is a much better thing to do than reframing the whole trailer. So let's see how this stuff works. This 5-in-1 tool has a lot of uses. You can open packages as well. I have scissors downstairs, and I'm thinking probably needs to be cut. So let me go down and get the scissors and I will be back. Now we're getting on towards winter here, so that's why I am in such a hurry to get this all wrapped up. And if you want to know what the difference is between the two, see how this one has a metallic coating on it? The other butyl tape is right here, and it just has the paper. So this is to connect two surfaces together, and this one is to cover a surface. It's still, as you can see, there's some, I don't know if you can tell, but there's some putty on all of this, but it's made just to seal. So they have two different purposes. And you could technically just use the putty on the other tape, but I feel like this is going to be better for the roof. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I haven't done this before. And it's all about making mistakes and learning from them, isn't it? So let's start with the easy part here. I haven't figured out how I'm going to get to the middle part of this roof. So I'm still trying to figure that part out. But this forms a really, really good seal. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera angle's wrong for that. But if you look right here, that's a very solid seal. There's nothing getting through that. So I'm going to do that on all the seals on this roof. Or I'm going to try. This is also, I can avoid climbing on the roof doing it this way, because I don't feel like that would be a good thing to do. I would hate to go through the roof for some reason and cause me a lot of pain. So I'm erring on the side of caution. I'm doing it this way. Where we were. Luckily, the camper is small enough that I can just lean over, and definitely I think I'm at or past the halfway point. So if I do this on both sides, I'll be all set. Paper came loose somewhere. to make sure this doesn't stick in on itself, because then it will make a huge mess. We don't want a huge mess. I think it helps if you pull the paper straight back and not at an angle. And at that point, I think I was pulling at an angle, and so learn from my mistakes. And then just run your nails over it to burnish it and get it really in there. And it helps to do it on a day that it is 50 degrees or more, so that the putty can really work in. And today it happens to be close to that, and this is probably the last day that we are going to see temps like that here in New England. So I'm trying to race against time to get this accomplished. Alright, time for the next bag. In case you're wondering what exactly this is, I will put a link in the description so that you can buy it too. I got it on Amazon. It really wasn't that expensive, and despite the fact that it's really easy to rip the paper on the tape, it's a wonderful thing to have. Just line it up on both sides of that seal so that you're getting as much protection as you possibly can. Now it's time to do the more tedious task that I have scheduled for myself today. And that's because I'm trying to take advantage of whatever good weather we have. I'm trying to do all the outside stuff and save the inside stuff for inclement weather and when it gets colder. But down here, this is the back skin. Let me show you. So these bottom screws down here, you would think that I could get them out really, really easy with the drill. But that's not the case, because the bumper, I don't know if I can line it up right, but the bumper is blocking my access. So I am going to have to do this in the most tedious, awful, pain in the butt way of using wrenches. So that's what I'm about to tackle now. And I'm going to get the WD-40 to see if the ones that I can't seem to get loose will loosen up that way. So let's see if we can make it happen. So there's something that I really want to say, and I can't think of a better day to say it. So today is Thanksgiving. And on Thanksgiving, it's good to think about the blessings in your life and the things that you appreciate. And today, thoughts of Gary are very, very, very heavy on my heart. And it's because, well, many reasons, but there's a big, big, big reason that has to do with this camper, and that's that this camper would never have entered my life if it weren't for Gary. And I think about that every single day. And Gary, unfortunately, was taken away from us far sooner than he should have been, and I miss him a lot. And this camper and the renovation that goes with it is dedicated to Gary. And he will have a memorial somewhere on the camper. And I wish he could have been here to see this through, this whole project, because I know that he would really have appreciated it. He really enjoyed watching as I started the renovation, and it was great to share that excitement with him and go over some of the details, and he helped me work out some of the problems in the beginning and come up with solutions and ideas. And I will never, ever, ever forget him, and will appreciate everything that he ever did and who he was as a person forever. So this camper here and the build that goes along with it is all dedicated to Gary. At last, everything is loose, and it's time to pull the skin. This is the corner in question, and I think it might look pretty repairable. This part looks pretty good. It's this piece right here. And then this down here. So, as you can see, we have gotten some snow, and there's more on the way tonight. So, well, sometime today, and it looks like the skies are ready to open up anytime now. So what I want to do, because I did not get this buttoned up as tight as I'd want to when I did it the other day. I'm not going to be able to do the framing today, which is unfortunate because I do have all the wood sitting in my car, but I have this just up with tarps that I put up at the last minute because I wasn't aware that the snow was coming in. And now I just want to close up the corners and make sure that it's safe until I can get back in here and do the framing, which hopefully will happen next weekend, because we are at Sunday now and there's no more time left.